The film, released in the 20s, follow a main story. It tells the story of a period in Billy's youth when he discovered a new passion, dancing. He decides to be guided by this love of art. It changes perception of life and left behind a lot of things. Like his family, his friend, his house, his then teacher, the mine in this town. He wants to discover the unknown. The story is very different compared to the life in the small town of Durham County. The brother and the father call in the film Tony and Jackie Elliott. Their financial situation is very difficult because they have great difficulties to pay food. Billy dance school electricity. We see this when Dave to burn the piano to get fire. This situation is explained by the miners' strike which occurred and lasts from 1984 to 1985. This crisis has really existed in real life. Margaret Thatcher and Conservative Party want to close loss-making coal wells. In fact, she wants also dismantle the name Union. This decision has consequences because 100,000 jobs will be cut. A lot of miners disapprove of this. On March 12, 1984, the strike begins. The government puts different means to limit the strikes like the ban of flying pickets. The limitation of suicide age for the family of striker or the use of riot police forces to calm the agitation that took place in the flying pickets. I also allowed the non-striking miner to go to work in a secure way by the use of armored brothers. In the film, we can see these armored brothers with police forces and strikers. The confrontation with the police were sometimes very violent, and in total, among the 165,000 strikers, there were 13 arrests, 6,000 injured, 5,653 punished, 960 dismissed, 200 imprisoned, and 11 deaths. In another stage, we can see the violence of the confrontation. 10 minutes in the film. There is a certain hate between police and miners. A group of syndicalists and miners were more extremist than others. In the real life, we can quote Archie Garwell, an union trader and a politician. In the film movie, Tony Elliott would defend family value, follow the father's story in a more extreme way and become hating toward the police. In story, the fights were the most impressive in our grave into the Rotterdam Metropolitan District. The conflict goes on during 1 year. After this, the March 3, 1984, the Margaret Thatcher's government went and miners get nothing. Owen Jones, a journalist, said the strike was the swan song of the British Labour movement.